Do you remember the 2001 MTV VMAs? Because they were a hot mess.
Taylor, please, let me sniff your butt.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Just like my previous videos, I've been going back and covering the most messy and chaotic award shows, and the 2001 VMAs are no exception. Before I start, I just wanted to say thank you for 18,000 subscribers. It is so cool that so many of you are enjoying these videos. Thank you so much. Alright, let's start with the pre-show because a lot happened. Let's get the elephant out of the room. This year's awards was hosted in New York City on the 6th of September 2001, 5 days before the 9/11 attacks. You don't watch this award show back and feel this looming sense of concern. However, you could say that this award show was kind of the final pop culture moment of 2001. It was a depressing time, so playing pop music and dancing to MTV was not at the top of anybody's priority list at that time. There are some pretty cringe-worthy moments that happen when you look back at it retrospectively, especially the advertisement for Mariah Carey's Glitter that was going to be released on September 11.
Glitter in stores September 11.
There is also a moment in the pre-show where Sway talks to Jay-Z about his new album. The Blueprint had been shifted to a new release date of September 11.
No doubt. You got the new album, Blueprint. It's been moved up to the Tuesday the 11th, right? We had to move it up. The streets couldn't wait. It was a frenzy. They wanted it right now. They wanted it right now.
Besides those moments looking back retrospectively, the rest of the show is incredibly fun. So let's talk about the fun of it all and the mess of it all. At the beginning of the pre-show, Alien Ant Farm performs Smooth Criminal, and then during the first commercial break they play Britney's Pepsi ad, and it is genuinely one of the best ads of all time. And the version of The Joy of Pepsi that Britney sings could have been a single that was played on the radio. It was that good. There is in a segment where Sway is interviewing DMX and he is asked whether he is actually going to show up to this year's awards.
Will you be at the VMAs this year?
Yeah, I'll be there this year.
For more context, watch my 1999 and 2000 VMA video. We then get a segment where we are following Ja Rule and Pink, where they are shopping for their outfit for the VMAs. Ja Rule's most voted for outfit by the fans was this white ensemble, but instead he chose to cosplay as Sue Sylvester. We then get a segment where the music industry's most in-demand producers are given a challenge to create a beat using a famous opera song. Here is Timbaland's beat. Here is the Neptune's beat. Here is the Gorillaz beat. Here is Jermaine Dupri's beat. And here is Diddy's beat. Which one's your fave? Destiny's Child and Solange are asked who they are most excited to see perform tonight, and Solange says Jay-Z, and Beyonce is in her head thinking, girl, if you do not stop right now. City High featuring Eve then perform What Would You Do and Caramel. We then get a double interview with Britney and Mick Jagger, and just remember that Britney proved that she can sing Can't Get No Satisfaction, but can Mick Jagger perform I'm a Slave for You? I'll wait. Britney talks about how she is going to utilize live animals during her performance and that she has to be very brave on stage, and Mick Jagger isn't very impressed. He is like, what are they, puppies and kittens? Like, girl.
I'm being very brave tonight, so very interesting.
You're being very brave?
Very brave.
How is that going to be?
You will see.
I'll see your
You
brave.
see it, you're going to be like, ooh.
I see your bravery.
Just you wait, sir. And then we get to see the biggest example of misogyny during the night. Both Britney and Mick Jagger have albums coming out soon. Mick Jagger is asked about his album,
Tell us about your album.
who worked on it, what's the sound like, because you know he's a very respectable artist. And then Britney is asked this.
Where do you get these little outfits? Do you do them yourself? Or?
Right. Okay. Diddy then shows up to the red carpet doing a surprise performance on an 18-wheeler doing Bad Boy for Life. Jingle Ball! Honestly, good on Diddy. He did not get a slot to perform in the main show, so he said, you know what? I want to make history.
And that's what this is.
We then get an interview with the new Hollywood it couple Kid Rock and Pamela Anderson, and Kid Rock decides to have no decorum.
You know, we were thinking last night while we were having sex, we're like, I wonder what Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears.
While Sway is talking to the mosh of fans, you can see the security guard on the side who is very on edge.
Oh, don't make that face. Ooh.
We then get an interview with the ladies of Lady Marmalade. They are asked whether they would all want to work with each other again in the future, and Pink is reluctant to answer.
Would you guys ever work together again? Could it happen?
Of course. This is the closest.
We then get to the main show. Jamie Foxx is the host this year, and this is surprising considering his presenting skills at the 2007 VMAs.
Thank you, my friend. Hey, I'm gonna do the, okay. Alright.
He starts off the show by doing a mashup of a bunch of 2001 hits in the style of an opera because they are at the Met. The DJ then properly introduces Jamie Foxx while playing Bad Boy for Life in the background. Jingle Ball, are you ready?
Make some noise for my man Jamie Foxx right now!
During Jamie Foxx's opening monologue, he talks about how he just recently got out of rehab, not for shrug, but to console Mariah Carey.
Said I was trying to console Mariah Carey.
For those that do not know, Mariah Carey entered a rehab facility in July 2001 for what was called a physical and emotional breakdown. Justice for glitter. Jamie Foxx then says this.
Everybody want to be him now. Even the president, he changed his name. He's now going by G Dummy.
Retrospectively, let's move on. Jamie Foxx then says this.
John fell in love with each other at the Grammys. They've been kicking it too. Elton John has now changed his name to Little Homeo. And Slim Shady is changing his name from Eminem to I'm in Him.
Oh, and hey, look, we get to see Jessica Simpson in the audience with her +1, her younger sister, Ashley Simpson, pre-music debut. And then he makes this joke.
Michael Jackson is performing, but it's $2,500 a ticket. $2,500, y'all going? Hell no. $2,500, that's $500 a Jackson. Hey, but the kids get in free, so that's the thing. You get the kids.
Janet Jackson was in the audience, you guys. This was bold. Also, kind of a spoiler, but Michael Jackson himself was also in the building. More on that later. Jamie Foxx then makes a joke about being kicked out of the Red Hot Chili Peppers because he didn't have the balls.
Hey, I don't need the balls, baby.
And there we go, we get a reaction shot of Mary J. Blige. For those that know, MJB's reactions are my favorite thing about covering these videos. The Backstreet Boys then come out to the stage to present Best Hip Hop Video. This year's themes for the nomination segments is animals. Think like Animal Planet, David Attenborough type beat, yeah. In this nomination block, a hip hoppin' gazelle is shown. The nominees are City High, What Would You Do? Eve, featuring Gwen Stefani, Let Me Blow Your Mind, Missy Elliott, Get Your Freak On, The Black Eyed Peas, Pre-Fergie, featuring Macy Gray, Request Line, and Outkast, Miss Jackson. Just like all of my other VMA videos, I've created a Spotify playlist of all of the songs that were either nominated or featured within this year's awards. Link is in the bio, go take a listen. Outkast wins. Jamie Foxx then opens up a bottle of champagne to celebrate, but Outkast is not vibing. They just sidestep Jamie and walk off the stage. It's getting a little awkward. And then out of nowhere, Will Ferrell runs up onto the stage, absolutely raging, parodying the moment from the 2000s awards where Tim Comerford from Rage Against the Machine climbed up the scaffolding in protest of not winning the award.
Stage dive, dude.
And then later got arrested. During the ad break, we get to see a young Jerry Russo.
What are you looking for? The rapper.
You, that's the fake sausage.
Coming back from the ad break, Jamie Foxx introduces a performance by Jennifer Lopez in Ja Rule. Jennifer Lopez starts off by doing a dance routine before singing I'm Real. Luckily for us, she does the censored version. If you know, you know. Destiny's Children then comes out on stage to present Best Direction in a Video. They talk about all of the things that directors say and do, and Beyonce is giving off this vibe that she is completely sick and tired of hearing Michelle and Kelly's voices.
Basically, they're a lot like mom or dad. All right, let's take a look at the nominees.
In this nomination block, a chameleon is shown. I'm sure you can find a link between the traits of a chameleon and a director. The nominees are Outkast, Miss Jackson, Eminem, Stan, Fatboy Slim, Weapon of Choice, and REM, Imitation of Life. Fatboy Slim wins. Janet Jackson then gives a tribute to Aaliyah and says some very kind words. But then in a very melancholic and respectful mess, Janet is interrupted by Genuine, who is talking on another mic on the stage.
We're here today to pay tribute to one of the I'm sorry.
Is it on?
Missy Elliott talks about maintaining Aaliyah's legacy, which is super sad to hear considering how her estate and her label, Blackground Records, just did not do a very good job at maintaining and promoting her legacy. Very recently, Aaliyah's whole discography was finally put onto streaming services, which should have been done way earlier because streaming is the music industry. So her star kind of faded because her estate and her record label could not get it together. She is a humongous talent and she has so many amazing songs, so I'm gonna add my personal faves onto the Spotify playlist. Aaliyah's brother Rashad then pays tribute to his sister before an interview with Aaliyah is shown, which was filmed soon before her passing.
I am truly blessed, and I thank God for his blessings every single chance I get.
We then get to see that the VMAs has created an online chat room where fans can go online and chat with their favorite celebrities at the show. This was pre-social media, guys. Jessica Simpson, Mandy Moore, and Dream then come out on stage to present Best Dance Video. In this nomination clip, a monitor lizard is shown. I don't know, I'm not completely sure. The nominees are Christina Aguilera, Little Kim, Maya and Pink, featuring Missy Elliott, Lady Marmalade, Jennifer Lopez, Love Don't Cost a Thing, Janet Jackson, All For You, Yup. NSYNC, Pop, and Fatboy Slim, Weapon of Choice. NSYNC wins, Justin and Britney kiss. This was the peak of their relationship. On stage, Justin thanks Wayne Robson. If you know, you know. He also professes his love for Britney. Dale Earnhardt Jr. then introduces Linkin Park with the Executioners performing One Step Closer. Jamie Foxx makes a joke about Danny Almonte, a kid that became famous for being a very talented Little League pitcher. In 2001, there was an investigation done about Danny's age because to be in Little League, you have to be 12 or under. And it was discovered that Danny was actually 14, so he was ineligible to play. The scandal of it all. So, a fully grown man comes out onto the stage pretending to be him. Julia Stiles and Chris Kattan then come out to perform an interpretive dance with all of the Viewers' Choice Award nominees. It's giving the exact same energy of me when I was 5 wanting to put on a show for my parents.
Daddy, watch me twirl. Daddy!
The nominees are Backstreet Boys' The Call, Destiny's Child, Independent Woman Part 1, Eve featuring Gwen Stefani, Let Me Blow Your Mind, Limp Bizkit, My Way, Nelly, Ride With Me, and NSYNC, Pop. Jamie then says this about Chris Kattan in the leotard.
Hey, money, you need a jockstrap, player. I see all your beginnings.
Jamie Foxx then introduces a performance by Alicia Keys, who does Fur Elise and Fallen. Christina Aguilera, Lil Kim, Maya, and Pink then come out onto the stage to present Best Male Video. They start off in the same way that a friend group would if they were doing a high school presentation for French class.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? C'est soir.
Oui, baguette.
It's French. Anyway, how y'all doing tonight?
But this high school presentation group was toxic. One of them threatened to cancel the whole presentation because another was sitting in her chair, and also one tried to swing at another in a club. Maya then reminds Christina of her line.
The nominees for Best Male Video are...
In the nomination clip for Best Male Video, a walrus is shown. The nominees are Lenny Kravitz, Again, Eminem featuring Dido, Stan, Nelly, Ride With Me, Moby featuring Gwen Stefani, Southside, and Bradley Lawrence, Rock DJ.
Reception.
Hi, I'm late.
Who are you?
Bradley Lawrence.
Robbie Williams.
Bradley Lawrence.
Oh.
Moby wins and he gives us a little production secret.
For other people who might be presenting, there's a little piece of tape here that says do not lean in.
I'm assuming it's there because the podium may topple over because it's not secured well. Jamie Foxx then introduces Will Smith to the stage. I wonder if Jamie is friends with Will.
Mr. Will Smith, we tight. That's my boy. That's my boy. That's my boy. That's my boy.
They then do this bit where Will Smith does not feel the same way about Jamie.
We tight like that. Hey, thanks a lot, Martin. Give me some water, something like that. I'm a little thirsty.
He then presents Best Female Video. In this nomination clip, a praying mantis is shown. The nominees are Dido, Thank You, Dido being shown right after a praying mantis. Amy Winehouse agrees.
Dido will kill you!
Jennifer Lopez, Love Don't Cost a Thing. Janet Jackson, All For You. Madonna, Don't Tell Me. Eve featuring Gwen Stefani, Let Me Blow Your Mind. And Missy Elliott, Get Your Freak On. Before the winner is revealed, Will Smith makes another joke about Jamie Foxx.
I was just playing when I said I know who you are, man. That's what I'm saying. Everybody saw Rush Hour 2, man.
Eve and Gwen Stefani win. Nelly, Mary J. Blige, and Macy Gray doing the most to promote her album, and the promotion worked?
I want everybody to take a moment and just focus on my dress, just for a second.
Also, the dress ends up being wrong because the album is released on September 17th. However, I do feel like this was a last minute change because of the attacks that happened. They all then present Best New Artist in a Video. In this nomination clip, a little baby turtle is shown. Do you get it? The nominees are Coldplay, Yellow, David Gray, Babylon, Alicia Keys, Fallen, Nick Acosta, Like a Feather, and Sum 41, Fat Lip. Alicia Keys wins. Christopher Walken then introduces a performance by NSYNC doing Pop.
Sexetary, not included.
They do their dancing, they do their singing, but at the end of the performance, a surprise guest comes out, Michael Jackson, who comes and shows the youngins how it's done. And of course, they get a shot of Janet Jackson in the audience applauding. Miss incoming, Miss incoming. Jamie Foxx introduces a performance by Jay-Z. Or does he?
Hey, baby, you ready to dance? Give it up for Jay-Z, New York City!
So instead of seeing a performance by Jay-Z, Moby, Eve, and Gwen Stefani come out to the stage to present the first ever MTV 2 award. What is going on? Jamie looks so confused. Moby and Eve thank Gwen Stefani for featuring on both of their songs. In this nomination clip, a clam is shown. Get it? Because they are deep in the ocean, they're underground, like the underground artists. The nominees are India Arie, Video, Craig David, Fill Me In, Alicia Keys, Fallen, Gorillaz, Clint Eastwood, Jurassic 5, Quality Control, and Mudvayne, Dig. Mudvayne wins, and they look like some rock chicks that just want to rock out. Jamie Foxx then apologizes for the mistake he made earlier before properly introducing a performance by Jay-Z that does a rendition of Get Your Head in the Game. Just kidding, he performs Izzo, but this performance was giving major East High Wildcats vibes. Andy Dick then comes onto the stage playing a character that is the self-proclaimed queen of pop, Daphne Aguilera. She was a character on the Andy Dick Show that was a combination of all of the teen pop stars at the time. She does a performance of Naughty Baby Did a No-No. Christina is loving it from the audience. Daphne then has a temper tantrum and mid-performance blames Christina Aguilera.
You know whose fault this is? It's Christina. Where is that little bitch? You! I saw you giving me the evil eye.
I'm sorry. I didn't give you the evil eye.
I was singing and dancing before you were a little tickle in your pappy's sack.
Daphne then climbs over the seats to go fight Christina while it cuts the commercial. Damn! Christina was beefing with everyone back in the day. Tenacious D then come out to present Best Group Video at the what awards?
The Vagina Monologue Awards.
In this nomination clip, meerkats are shown because they travel in groups. The nominees are Incubus, Drive, Destiny's Child, Survivor, Dave Matthews Band, I Did It, U2, Elevation, The Tomb Raider Mix, and NSYNC, Pop. NSYNC wins, Justin kisses Britney again, and I'm just noticing this now, but they made it super obvious that Justin was the one that was going to go solo. He is sitting in the aisle, so it's super easy for him to get up to the stage, while the rest of his bandmates have a harder time getting to the stage. Estella Warren and Usher wearing an Aaliyah t-shirt come out to present Best R&B Video. They do this weird bit where Estella confesses that she has not listened to Usher's new album, and then he confesses that he has not seen her new movie Planet of the Apes, and then they hug it out. In this nomination clip, we get to see some tortoises. The nominees are 11212112, Peaches and Cream, Destiny's Child, Survivor, Sunshine Anderson, Heard It All Before, R. Kelly, I Wish, and Jill Scott, Getting in the Way. Destiny's Child wins, and Kelly thanks their whole team, Beyonce's parents,
Our manager, Matthew knows. Our stylist, Tina knows. Our designer, Tina knows.
And then we get to see this irritated look on Beyonce's face. My best guess is that they all talked about what each of them were going to say if they won, and it kind of seems like Kelly started saying what Beyonce was meant to say. Mark Wahlberg then comes out to the stage to tell us all that this is the 3rd year in a row that DMX has decided to not show up to the show. But then, surprise, DMX actually comes out on stage and says, I'm here, but MTV was not taking any chances. They did not give him a performing slot, so they both introduce Stained doing Fade. Their guitarist was vibing. Jamie Foxx makes a joke that I'm sure was a last-minute addition, referencing the mistake he made earlier.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the mayor of New York City, P. Diddy.
P. Diddy then comes out to present Best Rap Video. Ben Stiller, who featured in the music video for Bad Boy for Life, Jingle Ball, are you ready? He comes out to interrupt and makes fun of how P. Diddy constantly is changing his name.
Hey, I feel name change coming on right now. Oh, name change. Oh, good.
And oh, we get to see a Susan Sarandon sighting in the audience. She loves coming to these shows. Janet is also loving this bit. Diddy tells Ben to leave because he is being annoying, and Ben is like, what you gonna do about it? J-Lo is observing from the audience, waiting to see what her boyfriend is gonna do.
I'm gonna kick your ass. And the nominees are...
In this nomination clip, a hippo is shown, and my initial reaction was, what do hippos have to do with rappers?
Hippopotamus can consume over 100 pounds of grass a day.
Oh, okay.
If it ain't green, I'm not interested, okay?
The nominees are Nelly, Ride With Me, Ja Rule featuring Lil Mo and Vita, Put It On Me, Eminem featuring Dido, Stan, Snoop Dogg featuring Master P, Nate Dogg, Butch Cassidy and the Eastsiders, Lay Low, and Jay-Z, I Just Wanna Love You, Give It To Me. Nelly wins, and he talks about how someone told him that if he was able to keep his pants up, he has a better chance of winning, and it worked. Triumph, the insult comic dog, then is talking to Carson Daly, and you can see Jewel in the background doing bunny ears on someone. Can we bring the bunny ears thing back? No one does it anymore. Also, I didn't realize until right now, but that is Jimmy Kimmel sitting next to Carson Daly. Triumph then goes to talk to J-Lo and says this.
J-Lo, please, let me sniff your butt.
During the commercial break, we get to see this Levi's commercial. Nick Acosta and Sheryl Crow then come out to present Best Pop Video. Miss Costa says this.
But you will hear a pop artist thank MTV, God, and you when we give this award.
Let's see if this comes into fruition. In this nomination clip, a blue-footed booby is shown. Because you know, in pop music, it's not about the music. It's about the blue feet. The nominees are Backstreet Boys, The Call, Destiny's Child, Survivor, NSYNC, Pop, the Lady Marmalade crew, Lady Marmalade, and Britney Spears, Stronger. NSYNC wins again, and can I just remind you all how many Moon Men Britney Spears has won since debuting? 0. Could MTV not have given Britney one of NSYNC's 700 Moon Men? Justin and Britney kiss again. This is getting repetitive at this point. They bring Wade Robson to the stage.
If you get it, then you get it.
We're gonna thank God first off
The man.
We're gonna thank MTV. We're gonna thank our fans.
And the fans.
Jamie Foxx then introduces Shakira and Busta Rhymes to the stage in the most blunt way.
She's Colombian. He likes to smoke weed. Give it up for Shakira and Busta Rhymes.
Shakira and Busta then both promote their albums.
The new Busta Rhymes album will be in stores, and the name of the album is Genesis.
Mine has a better name though.
Okay, cool.
They then introduce a performance by Missy Elliott. Missy enters the stage by hanging from a chandelier and performs Get Your Freak On. Nelly Furtado then comes out to the stage by sliding down Missy Elliott's tongue. Yes, I said that correctly. Then Nelly does her best Roadrunner impression. Ludacris and Trina then come out to perform the 1 Minute Man remix with Missy. The performance then ends with Missy dedicating it to Aaliyah. John Bon Jovi and Jewel.
Who's Jewel?
Then come out to the stage to present Best Video from a Film. For the longest time, I thought Jewel was a Scandinavian, but she's actually from Utah. Does anybody else get that vibe from her? Bon Jovi then talks about one of his favorite movie scenes.
Fast Time, Church of My High.
Little before my
the pool scene, you know.
It's getting weird.
Jewel then does not realize her next line.
Oh, that's me. Here I go, John.
In this nomination clip, a grouper is shown with a bunch of tiny guppies cleaning it. And oh my god, this is the perfect segue. I talked about this in my Shark Tale video. You should go watch that after this video. The nominees are Destiny's Child, Independent Woman from Charlie's Angels, the Lady Marmalade crew for Moulin Rouge, Casey and JoJo Crazy from Save the Last Dance, DMX No Sunshine from Exit Wounds, and U2 Elevation Tomb Raider Mix from Lara Croft Tomb Raider. Lady Marmalade wins, and it seems that Pink and Christina seem to squash the beef by giving a quick hug, and Christina pulls an Emma Roberts while looking at Pink.
I'm gay. Actually, I'm not.
Carson Daly then comes out to present the Video Vanguard Award to U2. Carson talks about the Real Housewives of New York City.
They drink, they use bad language in mixed company. They're extremely rich and they can flash more bling than most posses in this room.
Miss incoming, miss incoming. We are about to get a performance by U2, but there is a technical difficulty. A screen lifts up and we start to hear music playing, but then it randomly cuts off and then it just cuts to commercial. Miss. During the commercial break, we get to see an ad for The Lord of the Rings, directed by fellow New Zealander Peter Jackson. Here is a photo of me in Hobbiton. Coming back from the commercial break, they tried the performance again, but there is another technical difficulty and there is a bunch of awkward silence while waiting for the screen to lift up. Bono then apologizes for the issue.
We apologize for the breakdown in transition.
They then perform Elevation and Stuck in a Moment You Can't Get Out Of. Afterwards, they then accept their Video Vanguard Award and Bono shades MTV for the technical difficulty.
MTV weren't paying their electricity bill.
Bono then shouts out the Ramones. Joey Ramone had just recently passed away, so they bring the rest of the band out and then it just cuts to the next segment. They don't say anything. Yeah. Snoop Dogg and his nephew Johnny Knoxville, yes, that was a reference to my ignorance from my 2003 VMA video. They then both come out to present Best Rock Video. In this nomination clip, they show some vicious damn bird that I hope to never come across. The nominees are Stained, It's Been a While, Aerosmith, Jaded, Linkin Park, Crawling, Limp Bizkit, Rollin', and Weezer, Hash Pipe. Limp Bizkit wins and Wes sings some Iron Maiden. The announcer then introduces the next presenters in the most shady way.
First time ever. Two people you've never heard of before, and MTV's Ananda Lewis.
Ananda Lewis then comes out to present the Viewer's Choice Award with the winners of MTV's Last Fans Standing contest, Ryan and Serene. In this nomination clip, bees are shown. The Beehive? NSYNC wins again. Justin kisses. Oh wait, Britney is not there. Where could she be? Perhaps backstage ready to make history? The answer to that question is yes. Outkast then comes out to introduce a performance by Britney Spears doing I'm a Slave for You for the first time ever. This song has not been released to the public yet. Everything about this performance is iconic. She starts off the song in a cage with a tiger. Fun fact, the animal handler was Doc Antle from Tiger King. Her outfit is amazing, her dance routine is iconic, and of course, let's get to the moment that everybody talks about when they talk about Britney, the snake.
Well done, mama.
Britney holding the snake that she called Banana with that brave expression on her face is one of the most iconic images of Britney. Mick Jagger, was this cool enough for ya? This year was Britney saying, I am an adult, I am young, hot, sexy, fresh, cool, and I am ready to make history, and that's exactly what this is. This transition in her career from the young, squeaky clean image to the adult, sexy, and mature artist that she is has now become a cliche in the music industry, mainly used by singers from the Disney Channel. I mean, a very clear example is Miley Cyrus. As iconic as the performance was, the criticism that Britney got for this was crazy. Many called her a terrible influence on young girls, and some even went as far to talk about how she was a self-proclaimed virgin, and this does not add up. It's getting weird. Jamie Foxx then reacts to the performance by saying this.
Better go and do something. I'm catching jungle fever up in here. Girl, go put your top on or something.
He then says this.
Give it up, Britney Spears. Come on, man, you better get busy. Before I do. Anyway,
Kid Rock then comes out to the stage to introduce Mick Jagger to present the video of the year. In this nomination clip, a bunch of peaceful antelopes are drinking from a waterhole and... I didn't like that. The nominees are U2, Beautiful Day, Janet Jackson, All For You, Missy Elliott, Get Your Freak On, Eminem, Stan, Fatboy Slim, Weapon of Choice, and the Lady Marmalade crew for Lady Marmalade. Lady Marmalade wins, Pink finds her own way to the stage, and Missy Elliott ends the acceptance speech by honoring Aaliyah again. And that is the end of the 2001 MTV VMAs. It ended on a sweet note, but it was a hot mess. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a comment down below telling me which award show I should cover next. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya!